You have probably been there before. Everything seems great. You are connecting with someone, and then suddenly, they start pulling away. It's confusing, right? You might find yourself wondering, what did I do wrong? But the truth is, this kind of behavior isn't always about you. In fact, there are several reasons why a man might start acting distant, even when he's genuinely interested in you. It's not just about being unsure of his feelings or losing interest. There are deeper, sometimes unexpected reasons that can cause him to pull back. It could be his fear of getting too close, or the pressure of living up to certain expectations. The emotional push and pull can leave you questioning everything. But here's the catch. Understanding why this happens can help you see things from a different perspective. You might even realize it has nothing to do with your worth or anything you've done. There are factors that affect how he handles his emotions and how he approaches relationships. So, if you're tired of feeling confused and want to know the real reasons behind why men pull away when they like you, stick around. We're about to break it all down and give you the answers that can make all the difference in your relationships. Keep watching. You might just find the clarity you've been looking for. Number 1, fear of getting too close. When a man starts to pull away, one of the biggest reasons could be the fear of becoming too emotionally attached. For many men, getting close to someone means opening themselves up in ways they might not be comfortable with. The closer they get, the more vulnerable they become. This vulnerability can trigger feelings of anxiety or fear. They worry about being hurt, betrayed, or disappointed if the relationship doesn't work out. It's important to understand that this fear isn't about you or anything you've done. It's something that stems from their own personal experiences, past relationships, or even insecurities. Some men have a hard time letting their guard down because they've been hurt before. They fear getting too attached to someone only to have that person leave or hurt them in some way. This fear can be deeply ingrained, and it's not something they can easily turn off. Sometimes, when a man begins to like someone, his initial reaction might be to run. This is because he's subconsciously protecting himself from potential emotional pain. It's a defense mechanism that helps him avoid getting too attached too quickly, especially if he feels the relationship might not last. To make things more complicated, some men may not even realize they're doing this. They might act distant or cold without fully understanding why they're pushing you away. It's a self-protective instinct that kicks in before they can process their feelings. The fear of getting too close can also be linked to a man's desire for independence. Many men value their personal space and freedom, and when they feel like they're getting too close to someone, it can feel like they're losing that freedom. They might pull away to regain a sense of control over their life and emotions. Number 2, confusion about their feelings. Another reason men pull away when they like you is because they are confused about their feelings. Relationships can be complicated, and sometimes a man might not fully understand what he's feeling. He might like you, but he doesn't know how to process those emotions. This confusion can lead to hesitation, uncertainty, and even withdrawal. Men are often socialized to keep their emotions under control and to not express vulnerability. In some cases, they may have never been taught how to handle romantic feelings. When they start to feel strongly about someone, it can be overwhelming. They might question whether their feelings are real or if they're just infatuation. They may wonder if they are ready for a relationship or if they are emotionally available at all. In this state of confusion, the natural reaction may be to pull away. Instead of confronting their emotions head-on, they retreat to clear their head. When a man is unsure about his feelings, he might act distant or detached, even though deep down, he still likes you. It's a defense mechanism that allows him to avoid making decisions or facing the complexity of his emotions. Some men might also pull away when they don't know how you feel about them. If they are uncertain about your feelings, they might hesitate to take things further. They fear rejection, or that you might not feel the same way, and that uncertainty can create a sense of anxiety. Instead of risking getting hurt, they pull back to protect themselves. This confusion can also be tied to their past experiences. If they've been hurt or disappointed in previous relationships, they may not know how to navigate the new emotions they are experiencing. They might need time to sort out what they want and whether they're ready to take the next step with you. Number 3, pressure to be perfect. Another reason a man might pull away when he likes you is the pressure to be perfect. This is especially true if he feels like he's expected to live up to certain standards or fulfill particular roles in the relationship. Some men can be very hard on themselves and feel that they have to be flawless in order to deserve love and affection. When a man starts liking someone, he might start worrying about whether he's good enough. He might stress about his appearance, his job, his personality, or even his social status. These concerns can create a lot of pressure. The thought of not measuring up can be overwhelming, and instead of facing these feelings, he might pull away to avoid disappointment or rejection. In some cases, men can feel the weight of societal expectations. There's often pressure on men to be providers, protectors, or to have their lives figured out. If they feel they are falling short in any of these areas, it can make them insecure. They may feel like they need to be perfect in order to be worthy of your attention or love, and the fear of not meeting these standards can cause them to distance themselves. This pressure to be perfect can also come from a fear of commitment. When things start getting serious, some men might feel like they have to live up to an ideal version of a partner. If they feel they're not measuring up to that image, it can create anxiety and self-doubt. Instead of facing this pressure, they might pull away to avoid being seen as inadequate. For some men, this desire for perfection can be related to their past experiences with relationships or family dynamics. They might have grown up with high expectations or a fear of failing. These past experiences shape their approach to relationships, and they might believe that pulling away is easier than confronting the pressure they feel to be perfect. Understanding this reason can help you approach the situation with empathy. A man who pulls away because he feels pressured to be perfect isn't necessarily avoiding you. He's dealing with his own insecurities and fears. If you can reassure him that you value him for who he is and not for an ideal version of him, it might help ease that pressure and bring him closer. So, now that we've talked about why men pull away when they like you, you might be feeling a little more understanding of their behavior. It's not always about you or something you're doing wrong. Sometimes it's just their fear of getting too close, their confusion about what they're feeling, or the pressure to be perfect that makes them act distant. But here's the thing. Understanding these reasons doesn't always make it easier to deal with. If a guy pulls away, it can still be frustrating and confusing. The real question is, what do you do about it? How can you respond in a way that makes things clearer and possibly brings him closer? The answers might not be simple, but knowing the reasons behind the distance is the first step in figuring out how to handle it. Whether it's giving him the space he needs, having an honest conversation, or simply understanding that it's not about you, these insights can help you make better decisions when it comes to relationships. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. You never know, it might just help someone else who's going through the same thing. Stay tuned for more tips and advice, and feel free to leave a comment if you want to discuss more about this topic. Let's keep the conversation going.